Hey folks, thought it might be useful to spend a couple minutes going over how to lay out a paper in MLA8 style in Microsoft Word. So the first thing we'll need is a blank Microsoft Word document, and we've got one right here. And we're going to be concerned about the margins. So we go to Layout, Margins, 1 inch top, bottom, left, and right. That's what we want. Now we're going to make sure that our text is in the right font. MLA8 prefers standard fonts like Times New Roman at 12 point left aligned, and we want it to be double spaced. In an MLA document, everything should be double spaced. Now we want to deal with our header on the first page. So we type in our name. We type in the professor's name. We type in the class. And we give the date. One thing about the date in MLA format is that we do day, month, year. Once we've got that done, we're going to have a title. And we want the title to be centered on the page. So we select the title and then we select centered. Now we need some text. I'm just going to paste in some stuff I've got copied here. We want to make sure that our text is left aligned. We want to make sure that it is Times New Roman, regular. And we want to make sure that it is double spaced at 12-point font. One point to avoid is this format, what's called justified left and right. This is also known as block format, and it leads to some really weird spacing between the words. So in MLA format, everything should be flush left and then have jagged lines out on the right. You may have noticed that our paragraphs are not indented. We want to take care of that. So what we're going to do is show the ruler. With everything selected, we're going to drag the top arrow over to the ½ inch mark. And now every paragraph will be indented exactly 1/2 inch. We won't have to use the tab key or anything. So anytime we start a new paragraph, it'll indent over. The last thing that we need to worry about for the general format of the document is our header. So if we go up above where we began typing and double click, it will open the header window and the header toolbar. Here we want to have our last name and we want to have the page number. And it's important that you insert the page number and don't type it in. If you type it in, that same number will occur on every page. But if you add it this way, what will happen is the page number will update every time you create a new page. I'll show you how that looks in just a minute. So we're going to put the page number on the right, and we want our header to go over on the right. We want our name to go over on the right. So instead of left aligned, we're going to select right aligned. And now everything is where it should be. Although some professors don't want this number on their first page, so the way you fix that is you go back into your header menu and you select different first page. So on the first page, there is now no header. But if we just copy some text here and paste it, so we can see what happens as we spill over onto the next page, you'll see when we get to page 2, the header is there just like it's supposed to be. A couple of things that sometimes trip people up: block formatting quotations. So let's imagine that this whole paragraph is a quotation. If that's the case, then what you would do is you would have a colon with the sentence introducing the quotation. Then you would have the quotation, and the quotation should be set, the whole thing should be set over 1/2 inch, with the first line falling just on the same spot as everything else. And then when you're done with the quotation, you would hit enter and you would go back into a new paragraph that was laid out just like the other ones. So we want to have our 1/2 inch margin back. So now if we were to continue typing, and then we just copy and paste so we don't have to spend all that time typing, what you'll see is that it wraps around just like it's supposed to. So I hope you found that useful, a useful way to lay out your paper in Microsoft Word to meet MLA 8 standards. If you're using Google Docs or Pages or some other word processing software, all of these capabilities are there. You just need to figure out which buttons to click on to access them. And there are a ton of tutorials on YouTube and other places that will explain all of that to you. Have a good one.